Okay. So get out of this one real quick. So we are going to be talking about. Oh, hold on. We've got somebody popped in here. There we go.
Hey, Miss P.
Yeah, I'm Piggy Parker now.
Ooh, I love the wig.
Thank y'all.
Oh, you got some tea today.
Yes. Drinking my herbal teas that has lots and lots of whiskey.
I've just spoken weed.
I had that fun last night.
Mm-hmm. It's always good. Ooh, are we going to talk about nasty animals and all the stuff they do?
Well,
Midwest.
there we go. Okay, so basically we're just going to be talking about kinks and fetishes, the differences, what people would actually have a what the hell am I trying to say? Yeah, I mean, kinks and fetishes are like they're not the norm of usual sexual relationships, but you know, they heighten the pleasure. Wow.
Yeah, if you have a kink, you know, and that like the kinks, you know, I think it's a sliding scale kind of situation. Some people would say you can consider a fetish to be a light spanking, right? Mm-hmm. Or maybe you enjoy a more aggressive lover sometimes. That could be considered a fetish too. They don't necessarily have to be gerbil in the butthole kind of situations, but yeah, they come in all shapes and sizes. Yeah.
I know the first thing I did want to do is there is a distinction between kinks and fetishes.
Okay.
You know, kinks are it's kind of like the umbrella term where it's basically just anything that you use outside of what would be considered normal to heighten your sexual pleasure. Whereas fetishes are it's actually changed recently. It's not it's not something that has to be like required for you to achieve orgasm, but it's a fixation, like a foot fetish.
So it's more psychological.
Yes,
absolutely.
Okay.
Now there are some fetishes that apparently they do need to be required in the room for you to actually achieve what you're wanting. But
yeah, I have this thing where I like to hide in the closet and dress as Batman. And then like look at my husband as if he doesn't know I'm there, like just to be a voyeur. You know what I mean? Like I just want to voyeur sometimes. He gets mad because he's like, why the fuck is Batman in the closet? But yeah.
You joke, but I am a dirty voyeur. Like I am such a voyeur.
I am. Anybody who enjoys isn't watching porn in essence like what that is. Like
it's basically voyeurism.
Yeah. Like anybody who's watching porn, you've stepped into it. You enjoy looking at other people touch naughty bits. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it in person though. Like I like because I have a master. So my master will like make me watch him for like ever, and it's so sexy.
Just sitting there, I'm not gonna lie, I do like watching. Yeah. Is it still cup holding if it's a woman?
I don't know, but it's hot.
Right? Like you know what I mean? Because I've done that, and I'm like, what is the equivalent then? Like, what's the term when you want to see your male partner sleep with a woman? Because I like that too. Like, it's
I love that. That is so hot.
Now, isn't there like a kind of like a submissive quality to the cuck thing?
Yes. For guys, it's generally a submissive thing.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm very submissive.
Yes.
And I am in agreement with hold on, who was it?
For me, I'm more of a director of the porn. Oh, it's like go ahead.
I was gonna say I agree with Pensive Pandora. It says my kink is multiple orgasms. Like,
I do enjoy that too. But like for me, it's like I'm not just a passive observer. I'm gonna tell like, okay, do this. Okay, and then do this. Okay, now you do this. And I might even hold a leg. Like, all right, let's go here. All right, let's do like I'm posing people. Like I am directing the situation. So I'm definitely more hands-on in those situations.
I'm very much a passive, like, oh my God, watching and like dying to touch, but I won't because I'm not allowed.
Yeah. Yeah, I did the submissive thing for a while. I had a good dom and a bad dom. You know, everybody's had those experiences, and it just wasn't for me, I guess. You know, like I liked it when I was a little younger, and now I've kind of grown past it. So it's no longer my kink, but I do like it. I don't know. My husband does it sometimes. He's still kind of dom, but he's not a professional dom. He doesn't know what that means. He's just kind of like
dominant in nature.
Yeah. He just happens to be machismo. So yeah.
It's funny because I think I flipped back and forth. Like it was like maybe like 15 years ago, there was this woman I was working with, and she would always tell me she was gonna slap the shit out of me. And I was drawn to that shit.
You liked it,
At the same time, and also I like getting hit. Like I like pain.
Yeah.
Especially during I have this weird because I have sensitive skin. Like I got this tattoo.
It's not weird though.
It burned and like pain. I hate it. If somebody slapped me on the back even lightly, that could cause a fight. But in the throws, it's me harder.
Actually, there is a scientific reason for that. So yeah, pain heightens pleasure. And I know a lot of people try to pervert that or turn it into something that it's not, but it really is a response in your mind. So the same chemical response you have to fear and pain is the same thing you have to pleasure. So when you're in the throes of passion, that's why like sometimes getting your butt spanked will make you come, or like, oh shit, she scratched my back, and you're like, oh, it's totally normal. It's totally natural. And some people just lean in a little more.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people who leads in a hell of a lot more.
Yeah,
like I have very extreme tastes.
I've found myself saying "hit me" recently. Like, go ahead, hit me.
I went through my biting stage where I really liked getting bit, like just hickeys and biting, and just like I loved it. And then I started realizing that I looked like I was shooting smack in my neck, and I was like, "All right, we're done with this." Yeah, like I'm just hitting main lines, you know, and I was like, all right, I'm done. Like I can't, I bruise too easy for this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my master only does marks from like below the neck because I bruise so easily because I'm so pale.
Mm-hmm. You just end up looking like a victim, and you're like, no, really, I loved it.
Yeah, it was great. It was fabulous. It was really I had a great time.
Yeah, like, I promise, it was great. That has happened to me and my husband one time. Like I had, we had some fun, and I got like a bruise on my leg. It was a handprint, like just fucking 4 fingers and a thumb on my fucking thigh. And then I had like a mark on my back, and it was during the summer, so I'm like half dressed or whatever, and you could see it. And so it's like, what the fuck is going on in your house? It was so bad. It was so bad, and you can't tell people your husband didn't do it because then you just sound like you're in a Lifetime movie. You're like, oh, I ran into the door.
Fell down the stairs.
Yeah, like, I swear to God.
Yeah, but then of course you're incredibly embarrassed to say really kinky sex.
Exactly. Yeah, Shani pulled that shit after she beat up Rev. They put it such a bad name on it. Like you beat the shit out your husband and like, oh, we were having kinky sex. No,
you weren't.
No.
Now, I can't see the chat because I'm on my phone. So if there's anything good, let me know.
I'm keeping an eye on for messages.
Putting them on the screen. Oh, you can't even see them on the screen?
No, I can see if it's on the screen, but I can't see it like the regular chat.
All right, we'll try to keep it up there.
I do like a good spanking. I do enjoy a good spanking. Yeah. Sometimes it's just fun.
Would you classify yourself as in the BDSM community? Like
yes.
Would you fall under the BDSM? Because I fall under the category of slave. Like I've been in the BDSM community for like 20 years.
Yeah, I was a slave for a while, but like I said, that was just 2 doms, but it wasn't really for me, and I like more the BDSM. Like,
for me, it's like it's part of who I am. It's just ingrained into like my soul. It sounds really weird to say it's ingrained into my soul, but like it's like it's part of it's like I feel at peace when I'm in service.
It's what you like. Yeah, it's what you like.
Yeah.
Ms. Parker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clip that part where you said I'm a slave. I'm gonna send that to G-Man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, definitely. You're gonna love that shit.
Have you guys ever done the role playing?
Oh yes.
Yes.
I am addicted to role playing. Like it's one of my favorite things to do. Like even I go all out. Like go to the bar in a different wig and pretend to be somebody different, and then it's like, oh, how are you doing tonight? You know, so it's super fun. I encourage it for everybody. You know,
it's great.
Yeah.
If you've got a good imagination, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But I also have multiple partners too, so that's you know, I don't really have to role play that particular scenario.
I get a lot of mixing up. Super fun. I wish more people could just be more relaxed with their sexual nature. And at the end of the day, like what you do in your bedroom has no weight on who you are as a person. Like when you go to the store or you go to the bank, you know, what you did in your bedroom doesn't have any credence to that transaction. But you still got a whole 33% of America that's pissed off about gay people. You know, just it blows my mind.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, it blows my mind. Like, why are you worried about somebody else sucking dick? Like,
it's like it doesn't make difference to you.
Yeah,
you're muted Midwest.
Yeah, because so many of them are they want to do it, but they've been told their whole lives that it's wrong. So if I can't do it, you can't do it.
Exactly. And there are a lot of fetishes that are just extremely taboo, right? Yeah. America, we lead the world in porn searches for incest porn.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting. We beat out China. So it's like, whoa.
Yeah. It's hard to miss that shit. It's everywhere.
Well, it makes me wonder, like, what is the culture? Because the porn industry is an honest reflection of the American population, right? When you really think about it, like that's what we're into. It's $1 billion industry. Everyone is watching. When you go to the Bible Belt states, you can see the #1 search for them is
Ms.
homosexual
Parker, you're
porn.
like peaking really bad.
Oh shit! Let me fix that.
I can hear you fine.
Okay. I can fix that.
What does peaking mean? Because I can hear her.
My mic is way too loud.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
maybe my shit's down enough that it doesn't matter. Yeah, that makes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just makes me wonder, like, is this is incest porn a taboo or a kink?
I think it's a taboo because I think that so many people, like just like you said, the Bible Belt has the most. Well, I think the Bible Belt having the most gay searches is just a reflection of who they truly are.
Yeah,
because there's so many gay people who have to be in the closet because their religious shit takes precedence over everything else. But with the incest thing, I think that is like, because like there's little people porn, there's like the kind of stuff that I consider like the vomiting, the stuff like that. There's so many things. I think that taboo aspect of it, like people are like, well, ooh, this is something we shouldn't be doing.
Naughty.
Like most people probably don't want to bang their sister, but the thought of it makes, or bang their mom or something like that.
Or their stepsister or their stepdad.
That's why a lot of it is stepsister or stepdad, because it's like we're family, but we're not related. So it's bad, but it's not evil, and nothing horrible could come of it, like a mutant child or something. Yeah.
Well, we also have there's one fetish. It's daddy doms.
Yes.
And well, not you as a daddy dom. I'm talking about the daddy daughter dom situation.
Oh, the child.
Oh, okay. No, you're talking about age play and
age play.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Age play, and that I had a lover at one time who wanted to participate in age play, and it made me extremely uncomfortable just because of my upbringing and stuff like that. Like I couldn't get it. It wasn't for me. But I will say that that's one thing that kind of makes, and I don't know if it's because of my experience, but that's one particular kink or fetish that I can't get my head around, that just kind of feels really icky for me. And I don't want to yuck on people's yum. It's just, like I said, I don't know if it's my experience in life, but it just rubs me the wrong way.
I have a similar experience to you of my childhood, and I can't do that one either. And I don't know if that's just me because of my childhood experience or because it's too far. I don't know. But again, that's one that I can't do either.
I can kind of explain that. Midnight, we've had this discussion before. Subs have a what they call a subspace. Okay. When you're doing the daddy daughter thing, usually or I should say age play, the little in that particular thing has what they call a little space.
Okay.
And when it doesn't fit right with you, then what that basically says is you don't have a little space.
Okay. So it's just, that's just not for me. It's not my kind of thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because like I am a daddy dom, but I don't do age play. As a matter of fact, most of my subs are older than I am. It's just a different classification there.
Okay. And I wish more people could kind of understand it, because I know when you first see it, people kind of get taken back. Like for me, I got taken back and I was like, oh, this is disgusting. This is gross. And when you actually start to kind of understand what age play is, we are talking about consensual adults that are just playing with their ages. And it may seem a little weird sometimes because you will see a petite woman with maybe a very large man, but she's still an adult. And
that's a thing on its own. Like there's I can name a few of them. Piper Perry.
Piper, she's real popular.
She looks like she's 16 years old in the body. She doesn't have much in the way of hips. She doesn't have much in the way of breasts, and she's also like 5'1".
She's very teeny.
She's in a full-grown adult. So, are there going to be people who are looking at it from that lens?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's also going to be the people who are just like, well, I just like a petite, smaller person.
Yeah, and it's hard too. Like when so we saw the purge of Pornhub and XNXX for a lot of their content. They've been cleaning up a lot of their content for like a lot of the forced scenes and stuff like that, the more extreme porns. So the question is,
most of mine got purged too. So
so like my question to you guys, honest to God, is how do we censor porn? If somebody is so you guys remember, I don't know if you remember, I know Carnivorous Ape will Kinky Dungeon, I think they're called. It's a production company. They used to be under Bang Brothers, and they changed their name. And they do get into a lot of trouble because there are reports of abuse and things like that. Now, their videos, as they claim, are with professional actors and actresses. These are all stunts, and we've all seen the fake R porn before. We've all seen it. So if it's okay for us to make visual references to incest, then is it also okay for us to make those visual references to assault in the same way in our porn? Does watching incest porn make you want to do incest, just like watching R porn makes you want to R? Like, is there correlation there, and is it okay?
Can you put up Mango Jones' last comment?
Yep, I was just about to. Yeah.
Thanks.
So a lot of age play is therapeutic for the littles because it helps to heal some trauma, which good for them, just another thing.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
That does. Yeah. I can understand that.
I will. I have to go upstairs for a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Now, when you're talking about consensual, non-consent porn, let's call it that because it's easier than just calling it R. I think there is a market for it because I have seen studies that say that people who have tendencies or who have assaulted in the past have less tendency to assault again if they have access to consensual non-consent porn.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if this is a tool, a therapeutic tool, and you have people who are willing to make this type of porn, why is it a bad thing?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I mean, at that point,
maybe not mass produce it for the masses, but use it as a therapeutic tool for people who need it.
Yeah. Okay. I can dig that too. I could totally dig that. I mean, it's one of those things I always kind of struggle with. Like I really do. I struggle with it. Like, is it okay for us to have these types of visuals? Because again, I'm really biased, obviously, going through what I went through as a kid. Like, I'm super biased when it comes to certain porn, but at the same time, I try not to be like, censor Nazi over here, but it does. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me think that if this content is out there, then it encourages idiots to, because we have the incels who will use it to, promote their agenda. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't have a problem with consensual, non-consensual scenes. I like you said, some people really enjoy it. I personally enjoy the whole, what are they called? Forced orgasms. I love those.
Orgasm abuse. Yeah.
Orgasm abuse. I absolutely love that. It's my favorite thing. Yeah. I love it.
I mean, I've got shackles on my bed and a Hitachi wand next to it. So, I mean, I understand what you're talking about.
Exactly. Just throws me to another world. And I guess I try to compare that to other fetishes. Like, all right, well, it's not my thing, but somebody else is doing it. But I don't know. Censorship is weird.
See,
go ahead.
Where you're talking, I like more extreme things where you're talking about, it's not exactly consensual non-consent. That to me is kind of therapeutic, where I have a sense of control over what I never had control of.
I feel you on that. Yes. That's why I became a swinger, because I was finally in control of my body and what happened to my body, and I could enjoy it and explore it the way I wanted to.
Which is where consensual non-consent comes in for me and my master, because I trust him with everything that I am, because I've been with him for 7 years, and we have signed paperwork, like we have a contract with limits, hard limits, soft limits. We have everything, like everything is written down on like a legally binding contract. Like we have like documents, like we went through the whole thing. We went through the trial session, we went through the training, we went through the collaring ceremony, like we went through everything. So like I have like so much trust with him that he has really been able to help me with my trauma.
Yeah.
So like consensual non-consent has like really changed my like trauma base for me.
Well, it allows you to, once you get someone who you can trust, when you have dealt with trauma like that, and you're able to experience sex in a new way, because a lot of times when we deal with that, there's a hang up with sex. Like every time that you actually find yourself enjoying it, you find yourself feeling guilty also. So
you feel dirty.
You feel dirty. So being able to kind of change those feelings. Yeah.
Dude Brothers, I did research on my fetish to help myself understand more. I recommend everybody do that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Even
research
if you
is great.
Yeah, even if you think that it's a fairly vanilla fetish, don't
just look into it.
Just look into it and see what all the aspects are. See if that's something that you like.
And you might find some more stuff. Yeah,
exactly. And then you find related stuff, which gets you even further down the rabbit hole.
And Pensive, I don't know if you guys already mentioned this, but Pensive Pandora makes a good statement. Ladies, if you don't have a Hitachi and you're not super sensitive, get one.
Yes.
Shit will change your life. And that's coming from an outside perspective.
Yes.
Hitachi is my best friend.
Well, I mean,
right now,
that's coming
I'm
from
in
a
love with
user.
Good Vibes.
So.
Right.
I'm in love with everything from Good Vibes. I don't know if you guys know about Good Vibes, but they're a German company that use high-grade silicone and amazing products. I have all of them, almost all of them. They do have the butterfly. They've got the rabbit ears. They've got all of them. All of them.
I'm going to have to check them out.
Good Vibes is the shit. They have been my, dude, they're my Black & Decker. Okay.
Another one that I'm a big fan of is the Enjoy stainless steel. It's a curved, like metal piece.
A little wand,
It's got a ball. It's got a big ball on one end and a smaller ball on the other end. It's got the thing about it is a lot of like dildos don't have weight. This thing is made of solid stainless steel, so
a lot of weight on it.
Super easy to clean. It's nice looking and it's heavy.
Oh, I love heavy toys.
That's what I look for.
You can also heat it up and cool it down.
That's what I love about the Good Vibes. The Good Vibes do that too. They'll get warm to the touch. They will get to the same temperature as your body, and it's just, and you can make them warmer too if you want to. It's just amazing. Put them in hot water for a second, and you get a nice hot wand.
Love Ends. They've got some good stuff too. And for if you have long distance relationships, they actually have apps that you can download to your phone. Yeah. And not only control the toy from far away, but also connect two toys.
That's the thing, right?
Did you send me that link, Carnivorous?
What is it called?
I did.
Okay.
The company name is Love Ends, but
Love Ends.
That's super popular. Like every cam girl has one of those because the guys can
go in and log in. Yeah. It is super fun. I'm not gonna lie. For if you just like repeat orgasms, like that's just I fell in love with the butterfly for that. The one you put in your buddy.
Yeah. Hey, Mango Jones, I see you over there.
I see her too.
What is she saying?
Put it up.
I got an off-brand Hitachi cordless, waterproof, perfect. Woo! Yes,
nice girl.
Honey. Yes. And I was going to say, there's a couple of, you can always find a nice knockoff. Going on Amazon, looking at your reviews. If you're not trying to spend $100 on a toy, you can find a decent one in the $20 range. But definitely look for easy cleaning. It can't have any porous. You want to go for silicone, steel, glass, something that's really good to clean. Yeah.
Two major things. One, get a cleaner, like an anti bacterial cleaner, and clean it every time. And two, if you're going on Amazon, and this is just a general rule, but especially for this kind of stuff, go to the reviews, hit the 1 star immediately. Anything that's over like 7% 1 stars, you're probably gonna not want to get it. Because it doesn't matter if it has 20,000 5-star reviews. They can fake that shit so easily. You find out
the 1-star reviews are what you want
about with the 1 stars.
Because they're usually telling you the truth.
As much of a pain in the ass as it is, especially with Hitachis in particular, get the ones that plug in.
Yes, seriously, you want the ones that plug in.
I have upgraded for sure. Like battery operated is not the business anymore. They've got USBs now, folks. Plug them bitches in. It's amazing.
And
Hitachis last forever. I'm still using a Hitachi I bought like 6 years ago.
Yeah, mine is like
so they're a good investment.
Yeah, my Good Vibe, the oldest one I have is about 4 years. And it's still running good.
The one is it's like silicone based lube or something like that. it's like oil based or something.
Mhm.
Those are not good. Those are
No,
not
you
good.
want water-based lube.
No.
Plus,
Always
Yeah.
water-based.
The oil-based ones take
Mhm.
so long to get off your body.
And it's
Not only
silicone.
that,
And
but it can
silicone will
cause
eat your
infection.
toys. Your
Yeah, and
silicone toys will get eaten by the lubes if you don't
there's
use
so many
water-based.
different reasons to not
Oil-based lubes I don't like because of not only the smell, it's hard to clean, and then the residue that's left inside of your vaginal canal is just it's
You're
no
not
good.
an automobile.
Mm-mm.
You're a
Yeah.
human. And
Yeah.
on top of that, I was going to say they wash off easier. I'll get the thought back. Keep going. I know.
Quick tip though. Sorry.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
Quick tip: if you have a toy that you use for multiple partners, that's when condoms come into play because it's a lot easier to just pull the condom off, put a new one on.
Yeah.
True.
Even
I was gonna
Hitachis, you can just put a condom over the ball. It's totally easy to do.
My favorite lube is JO. That shit is like, I don't know. It feels like oil, but it's water based, and it comes off so quick.
What is it?
It's JO. Like think of jack off. It's just J and O, and it comes in like a little pump. It comes like a big pump tube thing.
Oh, I love pump.
I
love the pump bottles much better than the other ones.
They came out with a new. The only way I can describe it is more viscous formula because the other formula was thinner. Because I got one bottle and then I almost ran out and got another bottle, and I was like, this feels heavier, but it's still water based and comes off just as quickly. So I recommend it. I highly recommend it.
If you have a link, shoot it to me in DMs when you have a chance.
I will. I can do that now.
Thank you, darling. I'm always getting the coolest stuff from you.
I know, right?
Oh, let's see here.
Okay, so I've got to ask, what is your darkest kink?
Who are you asking?
Everybody.
Everybody. Okay. Hang on just a second. Let's see here. Mangoes. Ladies, no scented or flavored lubes near your bits. See, a lot of infections from that at Planned Parenthood. I agree.
Yep, that's totally right. Good job, Mango.
Yep. I'm with PP Gate. Afterglad's usually my go-to. That's just because I can get it at Walmart.
They take the squeak out of car door.
And yes, I know how much whipped cream sounds fun, but don't put it down there.
No, that's an infection waiting to happen.
Yes.
Unless it's on the guy. Just don't put it around the head.
Well, Comfort Doll made that comment.
I can't see the chat, so I don't know that.
Okay,
so are you guys going to tell me your kink, your darkest kink, or what?
Darkest kink would be, for me, it's orgasm abuse. I mean, I have a couple of brats that anytime they start misbehaving, they end up with a minute on the wand that just counts up until we get back to the house. And I've had that fun for over an hour before because one of them got especially bratty when we went to the amusement park. And she I had to help her walk the next day. So
I'm trying to think. I want to say I don't really have anything that's dark, but most of my stuff is like either aggressive, like I'm aggressive, or the hitting thing. I guess that's probably one of my darkest ones. And edging. I don't know if that's really necessarily dark.
Edging is hot.
Edging is a kink, yeah.
I can edge for like from all right. So back in the day, right? I have bipolar disorder, and that's only slightly related. It's related. So basically, bipolar people have hypersexuality as one of their symptoms.
Yes.
And so, like even now, I can have sex like 3 times in a day without any hitches, no problem. But when I was 20 or 25, it was like 5 times worse. So I would want to be doing it all day long, and so I would like edge for like an hour and a half, 2 hours while watching porn. Like I would get blisters. It was bad. It was real bad. And so I'm glad I'm not that far into it anymore. But Yeah, that's probably my biggest one.
I feel so dirty compared to you guys.
It don't.
Oh, here we go. Okay,
It takes
so
all time.
Holy Spackle, I'm welcome to the channel, by the way. I'm naive. I don't know if it's orgasm abuse to tease or abuse to keep giving them. In this instance, it's abuse to basically not let them stop having them.
Yeah, keep them going.
Yeah. So.
I'd say my darkest kink is knife and blood play.
Oh, I gotta take a call. I'm not going anywhere though.
Okay. Actually, similar to Midwest, when I was a teenager, I was on medication for anxiety, and unfortunately, I got hit with that side effect of the inability to achieve orgasm.
Oh no!
Yeah, I didn't really let that stop me though, considering apparently some women prefer the 8-hour pound session.
Nice.
Had to go get some marijuana.
Not a problem.
I got weed. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice. Okay, I asked them, so I've got to ask you, what's your darkest kink?
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Darkest kink. Being robbed, like being burgled, and then
Tied up.
Yeah.
And then done.
Yeah, that's probably like the darkest one. It's probably the darkest because I've had my husband literally come in like a burglar at 2:00 in the morning, and like I'd be asleep. I tell him, it's like, okay, let's do this tonight or whatever, and I'd be like totally asleep, and then he'll literally break in the house, noise and all, gun in hand, get against the wall. Where's the fucking safe? I don't know. Leave me alone. It's like, it's a whole situation. And that's probably like the darkest. Yeah, that's probably the darkest.
I'm sure your husband is, but we're being safe, right? Trigger well discipline.
Yeah, no. Doesn't even have the what do you call the cartridge doodle in there? Magazine. There it is. Yeah.
Cartridge
no magazine.
Doodle works too.
The doodle, the thingamadoodle that keeps the bullets in it, the thingy.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. See,
so
I like
you definitely pay a penalty the next day.
Yeah. That's right. Go ahead,
I suffer from a condition that I found out about. I don't even know if it's a condition, but like, I will start to have seizures.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, like they're these little. Yeah, they're like these little convulsions.
Yep.
Yeah, they're like convulsions, and it's like my back, and then I start like twitching. And the thing is, once I get to that point, if you touch me anywhere, it's just a wave of, or they'll just wave over me, like, and it's so bad. It gets bad. Like hubby did it to me one time, and he thinks it's hilarious. Like once I get to that point, he just like, how you guys stand back and you're like, haha, look what I did.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, I broke her, and I'm sitting on the bed fucking convulsing and shit. And he's like, yeah, haha. That's great.
That's guys. The thing is, guys know that because like most guys, like that refractory period. If you touch most guys during that period, it's like stop.
Exactly.
I can't.
Exactly.
I was about to say the easiest way for that would be if you're if you're getting a blowjob and she continues right as you. Yeah, it's one of those. It's like I need to push her away, but I can't.
Exactly.
I don't want to, but I have to.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah, we got a lot of some bipolar folks in here to understand the hypersexuality. I feel that's alone in the world.
Well, we're a pretty sex positive community,
I'm bipolar, also Midwest, and I totally understand. Like, my master has like rules about how many times I can have sex in a day at this point.
Right. Yeah.
I got a little compulsory with masturbating for a while. I kind of had a masturbation addiction. I don't know if you guys ever kind of experienced that in your life, but it was like maybe 4 or 5 times a day. I was trying to sneak and have an orgasm.
While you were gone, I was talking about that's how my bipolar came up. It's because I used to do it like I don't know. There was no number. It was just because I would be at home. I would go home when I was in the army. I would go home for lunch, go home for break, after work, before work. It didn't matter. All day till my skin was raw. Every day. all day. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, like it's a weird little addiction to get, right? Like, and then I don't know about you, but like I masturbated so bad one time that I made my clit raw.
Oh,
Right? Like it was just too much. Like I did
Like,
too much. I was doing too much. Yeah, like you can't. There's a limit to how many times you can flick a bean in a day, and I exceeded the limit.
Let me bring this one up real quick. Okay, Pence of Pandora. I think it's funny that when you're around a group of people that are like, "I like doggy style," and you just smile at how precious and innocent they are.
Yes.
How many times in Discord have I just turned around and was like, "Y'all are just too precious."
Oh, just so cute. I smell the lawn. Y'all are so green. Just fresh.
Like, what is that? Is that water behind your ear?
Is that Similac? What is that?
You smell like formula.
Yeah.
Or like, I love it when my friends will be like, "You'll never know guess what I did. I let him spank me," and I'm like, "Aw, you're so precious."
Oh my god! Like he choked me last night. It was so crazy.
Holy shit! Look at GK.
Yeah, okay, so
oh yes.
So the other side of this channel is my spicy stuff. I have it's not just cut up hot peppers, but eating stuff like 9, 12, 16 million Scoville units, and then wash your hands, and it's still on there after you go to
Wear
bed.
gloves. Fuck a hand wash.
Yes.
Oh,
my husband.
That death nut challenge. If you notice, I had gloves on.
Yeah,
dude.
I had some. Go ahead, Ms. Parker.
I was gonna say, have you ever accidentally eaten something super spicy and then touch your genitals?
Yeah, I just did that the other day. I have I grow a bunch of shit in my yard, and these weren't very hot. They were just like cayenne peppers.
But it was enough.
I let them sit out so they get dry, and I was gonna make pepper flakes with them. So I'm crushing them up with my hands, and then like 20 minutes later, I realized like my mouth was hot, and I was like, "Why is my mouth hot?" And then I went to use the bathroom, and I was like, "Now I know why my mouth is hot."
No, the worst is when my master eats something spicy, and then I give him head.
Oh
no! My husband ate something spicy, and then went downtown.
No,
he ate it earlier in the day. He went to like a Stop and Shop chicken place, whatever, had himself some wings with the guys, and then later that day we were like in the kitchen, fooling around. Things get heavy, and then oh my god, the burn from hell is just like, oh my god, is that chlamydia? Is this what STDs feel like? Like, oh my god.
Take Vila's suggestion is squat in a bowl of
milk. Like just start pouring fucking milk down there. Like, oh my god, it was horrible. It lasted for like 3 hours of misery, and then it just went numb.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Jesus.
It sucks. There's way more innings. Yeah.
Now imagine if I'd actually touched the hole.
Oh.
That's gotta. Ooh, that would have hurt.
Too much. Muy caliente.
Right?
Yeah.
The only word you could say are ay, 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 ay. Is that a racism?
I think it was a racism.
I think it's a racism.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that was. You're canceled. It's over. Okay, so what is the most taboo fetish? Is there a most taboo fetish?
I think we already covered that one, right?
The most taboo fetish, I would have to say, would be probably a word that I can't say on YouTube. Kitty diddling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a fetish or is that just a condition?
I think that's just
that's the thing though.
Go ahead.
It is a mental condition. It there is a chemical issue in the brain.
Mm-hmm.
But it can link to a fetish if you say if you are in the community and you practice healthy age play, then you can keep it under control. And that's when you get the ones that are still functioning members of society.
Yeah. Now, see, for me too, like, okay, somebody said the animals. That was zoophilia. Zoophilia.
Zoophilia.
Zoophilia.
zoophilia. That one also I feel like is a medical condition and not a fetish. I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong, but I don't see it.
There's no way to consent. There's no consent.
I don't believe there's consent involved in that one, which is why I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
And then Vila, she's got to write the blanket term for that is just paraphilia.
Paraphilia. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
It's having a fixation on something that is considered taboo.
Like the religious porn. That's my favorite shit. I don't know about you guys.
I've always thought that the Muslim porn was funny. Not like really my thing, but like they start off as this submissive, like the woman in the hijab, and then 30 seconds later, it's like, come on, fuck me like you want.
Yeah,
I love those. This is hilarious to me.
Yeah,
because it's such a quick change from one thing to another.
I like the priest
pretense.
Yeah, I'm still into priest nun situations. Those are my faves. Like just something about the dirty nun, and the sexually depraved priest that just gets me going. Like, fuck yeah, Catholicism.
The cross.
PP gate, you're gonna have to be just a hair more specific. Ecosexuality.
Is that like
ecosexuality?
What's that?
Like sex with the environment?
Can we look that up?
Yeah, why not?
That's a new one to me.
Yeah, that's new to me.
Bring that over here.
Hey, Sydney.
Actually, it's not bad since I've got that third.
You like knives? Okay, hold on. First off, podophilia. They need to find a new name for that.
I'm really big on knives and blood play. Like that's my big thing. Like I was saying, like that's my deepest taboo. Like fetish. Like I'm big into like being
mine aren't that dark. Yeah, mine aren't that dark.
See, as a slave, I have gone to some pretty deep dark places, and like I like pain because I live in constant pain. So giving me a new pain is like a relief.
Huh.
Is it a sense of control, or is it just like a separate avenue, or like
it's literally like my body gives off these endorphins, and I like have no pain. It's like the pain blocks out the pain, and the more pain you give me, the more pleasure I'm in. It's just like it's weird thing because I'm
masochism, right? At that point, like that. I'm a masochist. Yeah, I'm
like a total masochist. Okay. I'm like such a masochist. Like
so
they need to make a tattoo shop where you can get a tattoo red light section where you can get a blowjob and a tattoo, so that
at the same time
can all mix.
Yeah, they're gonna be full for months.
Oh, if I could get. Dirty thoughts, Midwest. Dirty thoughts.
Yeah, I see Sargento in the chat now.
Wait, what did I say?
People who are sexually attracted to vehicles and machines. Yep. Oh, okay. So I saw that on My Strange Addiction.
Yeah, the guy with the car.
The guy with the car.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. He was fucking his car. Yeah, well, also the seats, and he rubbed his genitals against the car doors, and he would sleep on the car or inside the car, and it was a very intimate relationship. So,
but is it a relationship?
He was in love with the car.
I mean, it's an interesting.
Can you have a relationship with an inanimate object?
Because I think of his medical condition. I think that he had a romantic relationship with that car because of the way his brain worked. And for him, that was a satisfying romantic relationship.
Yeah. I do think people can fall in love. Yeah, exactly. I do think people can fall in love with inanimate objects. I do. I don't see anything
and it doesn't hurt anybody
about it. Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt anybody because there's no consent to break because they're inanimate objects.
And there was a guy in love with balloons, helium balloons, and he just wanted a room full of helium balloons to walk around in, and he would touch them, and and that was his thing. So it's like, is it really a problem? I mean, I don't understand it, but hey, if it makes you happy, 99 balloons,
just not red.
A relationship with the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
So I did find it. It's sex ecology, also known as ecosexuality, is a radical form of environmental activism based around nature fetishism.
I was right.
The idea of the earth as a lover. It invites people to treat the earth with love rather than see it as an infinite resource to exploit.
Now, is that a fetish?
Is that a fetish or paganism?
Yeah, no. It sounds like it just sounds like a belief system, not so much as sexual gratification kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, they are apparently petitioning to become a new sexual identity.
Oh, interesting.
I guess I'm confused on how that translates into a sexual relationship. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
No idea.
Hold on.
Yeah, we're gonna need to learn more.
PP Gate's got a little more on it. You can put that if you can put that comment up.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Skinny dipping outdoors. All right, so eco-sexuality includes skinny dipping, triple X outdoors, and triple X with nature. The nature part is not specific. They claim to save the planet. That's
interesting.
I mean, to me, that just sounds like extreme exhibitionism.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
really
okay,
does.
you just like to be naked and roll around in the grass. Okay.
Good for you.
Are you putting your dick in maple trees? Like, I don't
not in Canada. Stay away from my maple syrup.
Right? No, don't fuck with my syrup, all right? I don't want your dick syrup. Thank you very much. And Nick James, what the fuck are you talking about? That's what I've been laughing about for the last 30 seconds. I saw Nick's quote.
What do I like to be forced down my throat?
He said, ask Piggy Parker.
Yes.
Just the guy put that part out there.
Yes, the Piggy Parker part. What do I like? As of right now, because I know my husband's going to be watching this, I love my husband's cock down my throat. That is what it is. There you go. There's your answer.
Oh, let's see here.
Let's see.
Some people have sex with their sofa.
Yeah.
That's called being 12.
Yeah, right. Humping the mattress.
I love the earth, but not that much. I do like sex outdoors, though.
Sex outdoors is fun.
Wait. So if you have sex outdoors with somebody else, is that a three-way?
Is that?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Like, I'm really curious. I wonder what the kind of porn looks like. I'm going to have to look this up real quick. Like, I want to know what this porn looks like. Like, what's the kink? Like, I got to understand. What is it?
I mean, I guess if you were to add religion into that, then you could definitely go with, sex magic or paganism or anything like that.
Yeah, that's the first thought that came into my head was paganism.
Yeah, the sex magic thing really just tickles the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It tickles the shit out of me.
Wait, what is sex magic? I've never heard of that.
Go ahead. What do you guys explain that dumb shit?
Oh, my version of sex magic is completely different than the norm, so.
Okay, so the idea of sex magic for most, like the commonplace term or whatever, is like you harness the power of a higher being or the gods or the earth or whatever the fuck it is, and you can channel it through your genitals, right? And the more orgasms you have, the more power you get. You can also exchange power and information in sex. So like my genitals touch your genitals, and then like all of a sudden they exchange this energy power, and like we become Super Saiyans or something. It's ridiculous.
It's pathetic. Sorry, I shouldn't say pathetic.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous to me. It's just come on.
Not everything deserves a place at the table.
Right. Yeah.
It's really like magic through rubbing balls together. Like
it's it. Yeah, we're gonna bump some uglies and make magic, folks. It's amazing.
It's a way for like older guys to like hit on 12-year-old goth chicks and get them in bed.
Is that
exactly?
Maybe we could just reframe it. It'd be like sex, and then while I'm doing it, I pull a quarter from behind your ear.
Exactly. It's just as lame as real magic. Exactly. It's just as lame as real magic.
Lame. Real magic is kind of cool.
Well, when you're good at it.
When you get to the higher levels, that shit's fucking pretty cool.
Yeah.
The good ones are, but like this would be like
the average person who says they're a magician
is
not good. They're just like, you're just, you do that, huh?
Yeah.
There's a question for you, Miss Parker.
Oh, okay. Miss Parker, is Black Guy TV coffee enemas considered a sexual fetish? Well, he does it for a medical condition. He suffers from what's the thing when you just fall asleep all the time?
Narcolepsy.
Yeah. He suffers from narcolepsy. Exactly. So if he boofs the coffee, it keeps him up longer. So it's a medical condition more than anything. Yeah.
This is a PSA: do not boof coffee.
Well, there are people that boof coffee.
It's so bad. That's like so bad for your rectum.
But it just makes you feel good, apparently.
So is boofing ecstasy, but I don't do that anymore.
Well, listen, high five to all the boofers in the audience.
The best part of waking up
is coffee in your butt. There it is.
I feel I need to explain why I didn't want to answer that originally. The whole sex magic thing.
Mm-hmm.
I spent about 5 years in a D&D group with a bunch of perverts, including my stepfather.
Oh God.
Okay. We actually had like 3 different books. It was the Book of Blue Magic, the Book of Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, and the Book of Erotic Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so sex magic to me means completely different than what it means to
Okay.
the BDSM community.
Roll for orgasm.
Yes, you actually had, like perform sex as a skill.
It's a skill. Yeah. That's all I'm doing today.
It's like, yeah.
Oh shit! Hey, what's up, mutant?
What?
Mutant in the house.
Okay, sorry.
Vodka enemas make you feel good too, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I think the kids are now doing tamponing. They don't boof anymore. They're classy. They soak their tampons in liquor and then tuck them up their buttholes.
Well, if it doesn't have a string, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that string.
Exactly.
Who told people that boofing was safe?
I think it started back up in European colleges. That's where I started seeing the first kind of kids overdosing and shit like that again, or like 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah.
Colleges, the last bastion of smart kids.
Mm-hmm.
Nick James, no, I do not use sex magic. I just happen to have magic fingers. And everything else.
And everything else. He's a sex god, folks. He's a sex god.
Hey, just another tip, dude. This for not you, obviously, hate. But if you have pain going down on women, right? Because like my tongue is not that long, so I have to stretch it.
Mm-hmm.
Over time, you'll get like a callus. You'll develop like a callus. Like I can do that for like an hour now, and it doesn't hurt at all. It used to, my shit used to hurt
underneath,
right under here, but now it's just
you'll actually get that callus right there where the
there's like a ball. There's like a ball down here now, and so I could just like
have all the fun.
Yep, I do it all.
Practice.
Never motorboat a vagina.
Never.
No.
Never motorboat a vagina.
Never motorboat anything.
Listen, so I was in a sexual experience. I think I told you guys this before, but I was in a sexual experience with this guy, and he went down on me, and he did the alphabet then. You know, that really weird, like, I'm going to spell the alphabet on your labia. And then he blew. He blew.
Like you're a balloon? Like,
God damn it.
Yeah, he blew raspberries on my clit, and I started laughing. I just started laughing. I'm like, okay, we're done. You know, like I can't deal. Like it dries up like the fucking Serengeti, and I'm just streaming tears. Right? Yeah,
shut it all down.
Yeah, it's over. Show's over, folks. Pack it up. Nothing to see here.
Yeah. I never understood like the do the alphabet. No, like respond to what
pick up artists. They pick up artists tell kids to do that.
Yeah. Okay. The whole thing about doing the alphabet, though, I'm sorry, but unless you can type, 900 words a minute with your tongue,
it's not doing anything.
It's not going to do a damn thing.
And you're going to look like an idiot too.
She's gonna laugh at you.
Yes.
Like she's going to laugh at you. Another thing I always try to tell my friends, well, my male friends, is women don't care about size. We don't. But if you do something stupid, then we care. You know what I mean?
Your flaws are elevated.
Your flaws are absolutely elevated if you do something stupid. Yeah.
Mutant brought one up. That's a very good question.
Isn't that cyber?
Oh yeah, so cyber sex.
Cyber sex, yes.
Yeah, cyber sex is fun.
Cyber sex is great.
Yeah.
My man is in the military. My master is in the military, and he has been gone for 14 months. So let me tell you, cyber sex is a lovely thing.
Yeah, and with the technology we have now, it's even more personable. So it's really cool. If you have the money to spend, you can hook up some really cool cyber sex situations. They've got you can play.
We're getting the toys that Carnivorous suggested because it looks like he's going to be gone for a while longer. So we are getting the toys that Carnivorous suggested.
Yeah.
Can you put up Comfort Doll's comment about also?
Oh, yep.
Okay, this is a big one, guys.
Yes.
The shit you see in porn
does
not work in real life.
Yes,
it's a movie. It's
Yes,
just a
exactly.
movie.
Like, have you ever noticed the angles that they try to have sex at, or that the guy's only putting in like 2 inches?
They're so uncomfortable. Those
Because
positions are so uncomfortable.
the only reason that works is because they're doing it so you can see everything. It's for your visual pleasure. That's why they
for physical pleasure.
Porn takes like
That's
hours and hours and hours to make just one, because they're doing this scene over, and they're gonna do it from this angle, and then they gotta stop here, and that's why most of y'all ain't built for porn. Trust me.
Yeah,
you can't do it. If
it's
you
a really
keep your
hard
dick hard
job.
for like
Pun
6 hours
intended.
straight.
It's 2 minutes of hardcore, 2 minutes of softcore, and then you basically you fluctuate between that until they get all the scenes they want, and then suddenly it's okay. You need to work. You need to come now.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then of course, if you have a certain degree of stamina, then you get the director sitting there, behind
Waiting.
your damn ear, going, "Okay, why are you not coming?"
Yeah,
which is like so relaxing.
Yeah.
Also, then 5 and 10 people in the room, the lights, the fucking
boom mic
sound
in your
guy,
face. Yeah,
yeah, like getting hit in the top of the head with the boom.
Oh, I've hit plenty of people with my boom mic. Yes, I have fucked up porn scenes with the boom mic. Yes, I have. Absolutely. If you've ever seen a porn scene where like out of nowhere the camera drops, that's somebody just got hit with a boom mic. Yeah, like it's so fun. I dropped my whole, the stick that you hold. I dropped it on a female actress. Like the whole thing just hit her in the middle of a fucking blowjob. It was fucking hilarious. Just around the back of the head.
I feel bad about this. I feel bad right here.
I was about to say that there is a certain minimum requirement there, but for the most part, it's not like as long as you're about 5 to 9 or so, well, 5 to whatever. As long as you've got the self-control not to shove the entire thing in, then you're generally in good shape.
Yeah, micro penises are rare. I've had one before, and I did the same thing that you did. It was hilarious, and I still laugh about it.
That's how you know either there's no God or he's a piece of shit. Anybody who makes dick so important to guys and then gives a guy that.
My thing, like with micro penises, they don't penetrate.
Yeah, and the guy has to go like he has literally like the joke that women say. Oh, you have the little
the turtle shell.
I've had that happen too. Like,
there's no penetration. It's just rubbing clits at that point. So it's like, is it really?
Basically.
Yeah. Is it really sex? And then you pretend, and then you're like, oh, that was great.
Oh, I did the whole, oh my God, that feels so good. Oh my God. Yeah, it's so deep. Oh my God, it's so big. Oh, it's so good.
That's why I hate like industry porn for the most part.
Yeah.
Because that shit right there. Like that and fake tits that stand up and like they don't move.
My worst is the fucking dead fish who just goes
oh God! Yeah, what are you doing? It's like
dead fish that sounds like a scream.
Yeah, it's like a fucking seagull.
It's
like,
a scream with pauses in between.
Yeah, like what is happening?
Dude, brothers, Rev is not really tiny, but here's the thing about Rev.
It's like 4.5, 5 inches.
He's probably like right around just below or right at average, but it's the shape of his pubic area that is. He looks like he swallowed a tire, like a cartoon character swallowed a tire, and it got stuck halfway.
Yeah, it's like it's melding over it. Like it looks like the rest of his body is sliding down the shaft of his dick. That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
it looks like his body.
And then
is
he added that damn huge ring to it.
That's right. And there's a heavy
not
ring,
a compliment.
So even when he's starting, like it hangs down because it's not strong enough to hold up.
It looks so sad. It does. It looks really sad. He's got
reverse Peyronie's disease.
Like if he could have gotten a smaller ring that wasn't so heavy, it wouldn't be so bad. But the fact that he got that huge fucking ring,
the proportions look so weird. It makes them look really. And I, for one, I don't like piercings on penises. I don't either. I don't like the texture.
It's like weird. I'm sure.
Well, do you know what a Prince Albert is?
Yeah, with
the ring. Now, do you know what the ladder is?
Jacob's ladder.
Jacob's ladder.
They go under the shaft, right?
All the way down.
Oh, those hurt. Oh my God, they hurt.
They hurt. I experienced one because I happened to be at a party and this guy had it, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll try. See what it's like. He was super cool, and I couldn't do it. It was like maybe 3 minutes in, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't
getting fucked
this
by
is
a
not.
xylophone.
Yeah, just this constant bumpy situation. It's hard to explain. Like it's just, oh yeah.
Pussy like this.
I don't know who is into that, but it is not for me.
I like pain, and I couldn't tell her to do it because it's so sensitive inside. Like you're just so sensitive, and it's just like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody should take this heed of what Miss Parker said, especially about size, because like one, most women will be sad. One, if you pay attention to her in other ways, that's what gets women going. Like paying attention to them and their body and everything, like the overall thing. Guys just want like touch my dick, just touch my dick.
And it's a full body experience for a woman. There's a mental, physical connection there. Even when you're just having a one night stand, like if you really want to enjoy that moment, then put yourself in the moment. Enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So, PP Gate, I'm glad we could. I'm glad we could help you figure that one out. It says I'm older and always figured my XXX life was more fitting to be labeled normally or norm. After this stream, I'm happy to report I'm kinky as fuck. So
wonderful. Jump in. The water's fine. I think most people are kinky. You know what I mean? Like, as we're all animals at the end of the day, and we're social creatures, and because of those reasons, we like to express ourselves. I mean, look at fucking capuchins and the other monkeys. What's the other ones? Bonobos.
Bonobo's entire society is based around
eggs. Like that's
Come on,
what
that's
we're about.
We need to evolve too.
Well, even silverbacks. Silverbacks have been observed performing, sex acts in exchange for food or shelter and stuff like that. So it's what we do, and animals are fluid sexually, and so are we. Just
we just aren't willing to admit it as a whole.
Exactly. We're hung up on religion mostly.
Yeah, people's taboos.
Yep. Okay. So Ivy Rose here says I've had some really big ones that weren't as good as some of the smaller ones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's these size queen people. Go ahead.
I was about to say that there are size queens that prefer, the giant ones, but at the same time, I've done porn. I qualify the size requirement on that, but at the same time, I'm not Peter North. Okay. So there is a size variation even in the industry.
Absolutely.
There is actually something called short stroking, and most people that are average size do that normally. The more well-endowed people tend to have to actually focus on that, and it actually has been shown to provide more pleasure than just
well, because at the end of the day, medically speaking, you only have nerves, I think, in the first 5 inches of the vaginal canal or something like that. It's like 5 or 6 inches in. And then after that, there's no more nerves.
Dead space.
Yeah. So,
it's mostly dead space. There is a nerve cluster on the opposite side on the
at
bottom.
the very back. Yeah. Like once you get all the way in there.
Wall, but shit usually is not a good thing because I've hit
depending on how you touch it. It really just depends on how you stroke it. Yeah. It just depends on how you stroke that part.
If you stick a finger in while you're eating around and you just sit there and massage at it, that's an entirely different type of orgasm.
When I was like 20 something, I used to be like Harvey Wall banger.
All boys are. Yeah, when you're young, that's all it is. You're thumper in that bitch.
Jack Rabbit style.
Yeah.
All day. Yeah.
But like I know I'm a size queen. Technically I qualify as a size queen. But there is even a limit to that.
Yes.
I do enjoy, as a size queen, I do enjoy the feeling of fullness. That's more what it is. It's not necessarily like, oh my God, this is it gets me to an orgasm because it's a bigger dick. It's just because I like the feeling of being full.
Also, girth is a
huge thing.
Yes.
Huge thing.
Like, very big thing.
Yes, girth is more important than length.
There's a comedian in the 90s, and this joke always stuck with me. He was a shorter, fat guy. He was like, "Look, man, I ain't got a long dick, right? But I can get friction on a pickle jar."
Oh shit!
I was like, "That's
disgusting." Yes.
That's a cold ass joke, though.
I love it.
Real hard. Yeah. Pringles can like orange is the new black.
Exactly. Like, and like I said, I'm a size queen, but there comes a point where it's like, no, I've experienced one where I literally threw up
because it's just got you in the gut.
Yeah, like literally, like you when people say I'm gonna beat your guts up, like that's a legit thing that can happen to you.
Yeah.
And it's like a plunger inside of your body, and then out of
you just throw up. Like I've had that happen.
Man, I'm glad my shit ain't like that.
Dude, it was like never again.
I would have murdered somebody.
Hell no. Let me see another one of those again. I'm like, fuck you, bro. You get your fucking pants back. Yeah, I'm done. Like, so time out.
Go ahead.
I have heroes. So the biggest guy I've been with didn't like being so big because most women couldn't do certain positions because it was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's actually a very good point. I am not a fan of doggy style because it's just
you can't enjoy
all it is wall
I was
pounding.
gonna say that I fucking hate doggy style. I cannot do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, I actually enjoy it. Me and hubby have we've got some good angles.
If she likes it, I'll do it. But it's not something I'm never asking for. I say lay on your side first.
Yep.
But
he's just now getting into the side position, and he's realizing how good that when it's one leg down and then you bring the other leg up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you bring that other leg up. Yeah, buddy, put a pillow up underneath it.
And on top of that, okay, so you're talking about spooning, basically, right?
Pretty much, kind of like. Well, no, not like spooning.
Not spooning
because
from behind. This is like you lay on your side.
I'm on my side.
And then I kind of like scissor
from behind. It's that like a scissor.
Yeah,
okay.
That's one of mine.
It's more like a scissor, and it is fun because you get like it's almost perfect penetration for everybody. Like it's just
Ali been saying it right.
It's all about the angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think that varies from partner to partner because I think there's something to be said for like the Kama Sutra, and they talk about like different guys matching. There's like there's like puzzle pieces. Some people fit together better than others. Some people curve upwards. Some vaginas curve downward. Like
your cervix too, depending on the way a woman's cervix is placed, it'll interfere with the way she enjoys her sex or all sorts of shit.
I got a question. I've been hearing this over the years from many different women, and I just want to know if anybody in this room has this experience. I've heard that Jamaican men are horrible lovers.
I've never had sex with a Jamaican man.
I've had sex with a Jamaican man, and I will tell you he was bad in bed.
every freaking time. I have yet to hear one woman say something good about it.
What was bad?
He was like the most selfish lover I have ever been with. Yep. Wouldn't go down. He was like just pounding. It was all about his orgasm.
All about him.
It was like I was just like a second-class citizen there to get him off. And it wasn't even like a BDSM kinky get him off. It was like I was literally a hole to get him off.
14-year-old.
Yeah.
That's what
it's that warm, wet hole mentality.
Yeah, that's no fun for anybody. I've always been about, if you're already naked and you're literally about to have sex with this person, this is like one of the most intimate things you can do with another human being. If you're not enjoying it, if you're not putting your all into it, then please don't do it.
Okay, we do have a contention. Ali Best right here.
See, but he's Jamaican American. He's Jamaican American. He's not like from Jamaica. Right?
Yeah, I'm talking like a guy from Jamaica.
I should have clarified that. Not just Jamaican blood, like Jamaican men from Jamaica.
Actually, from the island, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm talking a guy from the island who came to Quebec, like who was visiting Quebec, and I met him at a bar.
Ali was like, "What you say about my
husband? I got amazing Jamaican dick right here. You know?
I'll show you."
Okay, there we go. That's a fair statement, apparently.
There you go. There is something to be said about American men, about American people in general. For whatever reason, I know we're stupid in comparison to the rest of the world, but the world loves to fuck us.
Oh yeah.
There's just something about, I don't know if it's our weird accents for you guys or what it is, but I've been hit on by so many fucking foreigners. And like just rock hard dick. Hey, what's your name? Can we go somewhere? You know,
you're also really hot, Miss Parker.
Well,
I've never been. I get hit on by Australians. Yes, Australians men, and then second is Irish men. Third are African American men, and then everybody else after that.
Has an Australian guy ever said he wanted to put his shrimp on your Barbie?
Yes.
He wanted you to have his dingo baby.
I've heard the shrimp on the Barbie, and that got him laid. When I was in my very friendly vagina age, back when I was an old whore, because I'm an old whore, you guys know that. So back when I was in my friendly vagina age, exactly. that was something that was really big for me. Like if I'm at the bar and I'm drinking and you want to pick me up, the biggest thing is like a shitty dad joke or a really cheesy pickup line. And that always got me every time. If you just come up and you're like, hey, shorty, like I always hated, hey, shorty, what your name is?
God,
I hate that
shit. Oh, God.
Or
Whoever thought of that shit is an idiot.
Or the asshole that comes up and says, hey, what's your name? Where are you from? What's your zodiac sign? Do you live around here? Are you going home soon? Yeah. Who'd you come here with? Where are you going? That guy?
Where's the rest of your questionnaire, guy?
Yeah, so you're in an interrogation.
Right. Just flash a fucking put a big ass light.
Yeah, but if you walk up to me and you're like, hey.
That's another tip, guys. Be cool.
I was about to say, it's mostly about the confidence. I mean, most of my success was just, walking up next to somebody and just, hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, hey.
Act like you don't give a shit, because the moment you do, they're gonna say, hey, this guy's not desperate like 85% of the other guys out there who are like,
exactly.
Exactly. Also, I was just a sucker for dad jokes. I'm always drunk and high, and you can get me anytime. Like I'm just like, all right, let's go. Where's your car?
Dude, brothers, that's something. Asking to buy them a drink. That's like step one, day one shit.
Yeah, you come over with the drink. Yeah, you send the drink first or come over with the drink.
Yeah. And then some women actually don't even work on, because like I can buy my own drink.
Yeah.
Some women are like, you gotta. That's why I would never do that, because you don't know ahead of time. Like that shit could fall, and you just lost out on a drink.
Well, see, I'll pull your hoe card. I was really good at pulling the hoe card. My grandpa told me never trust a man who can't take a shot of whiskey without wincing. So if we get to the drinking part, then you're getting a shot of whiskey with me. No chaser. We're just gonna sit. We're gonna sit here and drink this.
Wait, when you say no wincing, can you go?
No wincing. Oh no, you can enjoy it. But you know what I mean? When people get that, like, that's how I can smell the bitch in you. Exactly. That's how I find a bitch real quick. You can sniff a bitch out real quick, make them drink a shot of whiskey. Like, I can't fuck you. You're not ready.
No, I have a contention there, because I don't like the taste of whiskey. I'll take a shot of this without an issue, though.
Yeah,
that's equally.
See, I can't do tequila.
Yeah, it's still the same ball game, just a different pitcher. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Jokes are great, and good jokes, good original jokes. Just being a funny person, just having a good sense of humor.
Yeah, like, any good sense of humor will do it.
That's like one of my strengths, is being funny. Like I just happen to come up with funny shit to say, so it's always been like kind of easy for me to talk to people. No worries.
So many fun little topics. I didn't talk about sex.
My dating experience has been so different, because I have spent my whole dating experience as a submissive person. So like I've been a slave in slave training in the BDSM community since I was 18. So
you about to retire early.
I see what you're saying.
Like I've only dated men I've dated like bikers, and like I've dated guys who are older than me. And like, so like my master is 52 and I'm 39. Like, so I've always dated men who are older than me. So it's like, I don't drink, I smoke weed, but I don't drink alcohol because I'm not allowed. Like I always I've always had like these rules, like that, like he's in the military and he's got bad PTSD. So he used to be an alcoholic.
Okay. So he just doesn't like the liquor around, period.
Yeah. Right. So I can't drink. Like there's just particular rules. Like, so it's like you're talking about come up with a drink, and I'm like, usually somebody comes up to me and tells me to kneel and pats me on the head, or tells me to go get them something to drink, or calls me beastie and tells me I'm a good girl. I'm like, this is not my dating experience.
Hey, comfort doll. You say, I'm going to ask you this: sense of humor and intelligence will get you in bed faster than good looks, money, or compliments. Now, do you agree that intelligence? Thank you. Do you agree that intelligence, like a natural intelligence, is good, but not the boastful, let me show you how smart I am intelligence?
Exactly.
I mean, it depends on if it's a one-night stand or if I'm really interested in the human. Right. So if it's just a one night stand, I'm attracted to whatever physical form that is. And I'm just trying to bag you at that time. It's totally just animalistic. Right. But if if the thing that I am attracted to that'll make me think you're better than just a one night stand is intelligence. If you show me that you have a level of intelligence and all of a sudden we're in a really good conversation, now things could change.
See, now you said the key word, conversation.
Yep.
So you can show, that's what I should have said, because you can show your intelligence through conversation.
Yeah.
But you can also show your intelligence through talking at someone. And
you can't talk at me.
That is where you're going to lose them, when you're just spouting facts, trying to show you, like, look at the big brain on Brett. That's what I always say. It's probably Pulp Fiction fans.
And that's where we get, people like Werner. I mean,
he
just
Werner
likes to talk at them because he thinks he's intelligent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Werner's just a creep.
Yeah, I can't do that. Because it feels like you're trying to brainwash me.
Wait, who about shooting shade at black guy?
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Black Guy TV, you want to talk about sex?
Yeah, I'll drop a link to you if you want me to.
You want to talk about sex?
You want to come talk about sex with us?
Smart.
No, Werner isn't smart. He thinks he's smart though.
No, see, there's people who do two things. People who remember like small facts to appear smart and don't actually have any critical thinking skills.
He just remembers words.
You can remember and regard. Like, look, G-Man. G-Man has started to realize that if you can remember certain words, you can kind of fake it and sound like you to the unsuspecting mind know what you're talking about. But in reality, if you were asked him to do anything more than surface level, he would crumble. He is a house of cards mentally.
Yeah.
Yep, that's that shibboleth that Drag likes to talk about. So if you can manage to catch those buzzwords right.
Yep. One night standards may vary.
Exactly. Like, you're on a trial basis. Once you get the one night stand, it's like, all right, we're doing this. If the sex is good, great. Maybe you become, friends with benefits. If we make it past friends with benefits and you're on the bench, holy shit, now you're playing in the game. And if you're playing in the game and you become the all-star, I just might stop fucking with everybody else. That's how my husband did it. He came out as a rookie, and just from the moment he touched the field, he was the MVP.
Nice.
Well, we could use a vanilla person, black guy. Like, come on.
Bring your vanilla buns up in here. Come on.
You just sit like this, dude.
Let us pervert you with our nasty little heathenistic minds.
Right.
Have
we thought Midwest was going to be our vanilla boy. Would be invited.
I knew he wasn't. Yeah, no, I knew he wasn't vanilla.
It was funny because when we were discussing this, Midwest was brought in as our vanilla person, and now I'm like, oh, he's one of us.
Yeah.
Oh, I was brought in as a vanilla person.
Yeah, they thought you were vanilla. That's fun.
Well, I mean, okay. So to be fair, you probably are one of the more vanilla
but
people.
I'm good. I'm good at the sex.
He's good at the sex.
He's good at the sex, folks. He's good at the sex. He's got it.
Well, comparatively to me, most people are vanilla Midwest. Come on.
Yeah. We are talking about some very specific kinks and things like that. So don't feel bad. It's totally fun. It's fun. I've been trying to encourage everybody to start doing at least a little role play or a bondage. Light bondage is really fun, even if it's just sensory deprivation, where you just blindfold your lover.
Yep.
Yeah.
A silk scarf works really well for that, or like pantyhose. Because then you can still see a little bit and you don't feel like completely restricted.
Vulnerable. Yeah.
And using a pantyhose to tie your hands up too, so you can have a little stretch, so you don't feel like you're being completely held captive, is a really good way to start. Also, Amazon has some really good like beginner bondage kits.
Yeah.
They have that comes with blindfolds, hands and feet cuffs, little like jelly floggers that don't hurt, they just tease.
Exactly.
You could get them for like
Vincy goodness.
You and me, comfort doll, we need to talk. Like you can get some like for like $30 you can get like a really good beginner starter like BDSM kit, like, and they're not like intimidating at all. I really recommend, if you're going to start something like that, even just like get a pair of pantyhose from like like a dollar store and just start there, because like, or a silk scarf, or like just like a scarf that you would use for winter. I know some of y'all don't have that, so like a silk scarf will do.
I like,
but like,
hey, you know what? Even down south, guys, you know, we carry that bandana around, you know, for a handkerchief.
Mm-hmm.
That thing right there works as a great blindfold.
It does. And it's super fun. It's a really nice way to just kind of trust your lover. Trust has a lot to do with it, where you're able to let yourself be completely vulnerable and just be like, oh, take me. It's amazing. It's just, it's so fun. And it really is.
Do not use the one that you blow your nose into as a blindfold.
No.
I feel I have to add that.
And stop blowing your nose into handkerchiefs.
And stop blowing your nose in it.
Disgusting practice. Thank you.
Because then you're putting it back in your pocket, and it's not.
You're not 80. You're not your grandfather. Just don't do it.
And also, if you're going to tie up a blindfold on her eyes, putting an ice cube for about 30 seconds on your tongue before you go down on her is also a nice little way to spice up the play.
Nice little surprise.
A nice little surprise. Just saying.
Give you a shock.
All right. Hey, I wanted to. Can you put Black Guy's latest quote up there?
Let's see here. Yes, because I wanted to comment on that too. Go for it.
All right. So I think that this really relates directly to our level of intelligence, because the higher intelligence animals like dolphins and apes and shit, they don't just do regular like sex. They do lots of other shit. Dolphins sexually assault each other. Like they can get just as weird as we do. I just don't think they have
them having oral
capabilities.
Sex.
But yes, they do a lot of the same stuff we do, and they could probably do more if they had opposable thumbs and fingers.
I would totally see gorillas being into BDSM.
Oh, gorillas.
Well, I was going to say, like, we do see animals, like, there's oral sex in the primate community, and not just with us. We're not the only primates that participate in cunnilingus. We are not the only ones. So it is surprising sometimes. But when you start to look at the rest of the animal kingdom, you start to see that animals in and of themselves do enjoy sex. It's something that developed in us over time to help us, you know, have the desire to breed. You know, what other desire do we have to have sex? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really serve a purpose for us whatsoever. It burns a shit ton of fucking calories. And if you are a early Homo sapien, you need to save those calories. You can't just be burning that shit off all the time. But we're willing to do that to fuck. Why would we be doing that if not for the pleasure of it?
We got to serve this up here.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think it's just something that higher intelligent animals will always develop.
He said dolphins choke themselves. Like, you just see a dolphin like he's got his fins up against their neck. Like, take it.
It's amazing.
Yes, yes, dolphins do sexually assault each other by putting their dicks into the other blowholes of other dolphins.
Yes.
While on the move.
Yes.
Yeah, which is weird. And why they do this, I don't know.
I think that dolphins are as intelligent, if not more, because they could have been around longer than we have.
Isn't that like a blowjob at that point? It's literally in a blowhole. Like, isn't that like a legit blowjob?
Our terms fit them better than they fit us.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Like dolphin head.
Wait, you want me to, or you think I did?
If you did, I want pictures.
I don't know. I think he's telling you to start an OnlyFans. Like, that doesn't even, and sticky rice. Like, what are you trying to make a Negro sushi roll? What is this?
I'm gonna be a new California roll.
Ooh.
Amazing.
I'll take a bite of that.
I think Black Guy TV's drunk.
I think he might be.
Yep. Dolphins do get high on blowfish.
And F everything. I love dolphins.
There's a bunch of animals that get high.
That's crazy.
What is it?
They get drunk. I've seen a lot of. I love drunk elephants. That shit's hilarious.
Drunk monkeys.
Shit that eat mushrooms, and then other animals will actually drink their urine and get the mushroom feeling. Some animals lick those crazy toads that'll make you go fucking nuts for a little bit.
Isn't it called the muru tree? It has those fruits that animals will wait. It's in Africa. And they'll wait for these fruits to literally become fermented. Yeah. They'll just wait for them. And then as soon as they hit the ground and they start, getting that nice smell, it's open bar. everybody's coming over to get drunk. Like, it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, adults, youngsters, they all come in, and they, by the time it's all done, they all start staggering around.
You're talking about marula fruit.
Marula fruit. Thank you so much. I'm a plethora of useless information, and I can't talk about any of it because I have horrible pronunciation.
Yeah, dude, I'm like my wife thinks I'm some kind of weird encyclopedia because the shit that I can remember, like the shit I've quoted a few things from very obscure shit here today, and I don't know where it comes from. I just have it's like what's that shit called? The when you have roll the numbers around for
bingo.
It's like bingo. It's just the little rally roly cage just has all the information and they just fly out. 46. Speaking of Rule 46, isn't that Rule 46? Isn't that what it's called?
Rule 40. Rule. Oh, you mean the internet rule?
Yeah, Rule 34.
34. Okay, I was close.
Yeah, 34, which is a terrifying rule. You know what I mean? Like, it's scary because it's like, is it true? And as soon as you think of something, and if you have the balls to look it up, it's true. It's always true. So it's like, is it really a rule, or are we making it a rule? Like, I don't even know anymore. You know what I mean?
That's the porn one, right?
It's if it exists on the internet, there's probably porn of it.
There's probably porn of it. Yeah, it's crazy.
The last 5 years, there's probably been more porn made than there have been like movies made.
Yeah.
Easily.
Like ever. Like all the amount of footage that's out there. We have way more footage than anybody would ever need. There's no way. We can stop making it right now and just not run out for a couple of centuries of just new movies.
And you would literally be able to see new movies all the time.
Every day.
That's crazy. What's Rule 35? Hold on, wait. What's Rule 35?
I don't remember that one.
Hold on. And now I'm scared.
Let's see. If there is no porn of it, it will be made.
Yes, that is so true.
So somebody's gonna make it. If somebody thinks of it, somebody like, you know what, we should film that.
I need to know. Is there a complete list? And if there is, just send it to me. Send me a link. So I can know all of the goddamn rules, because they're just terrifying. That's crazy.
I'm liking the amount of acceptance that's coming up nowadays. Like,
oh yeah,
think about porn like 20 years ago. You couldn't be outside of the norm. Now you got women that are like big women. You got like
every shape and form.
Every shape of woman. You got like disabled people. You got everything. You got everything.
And it's a lot of different creators. Like I watch a lot of porn by women for women. Like, and it's like
it's more realistic.
And I love it because it's like much more sensual. And it's like because I hate that like bang 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 porn. Like it's like that's not erotic to me. Like 90, I love the female form, and
90% of
deaf porn. What?
90% of like industry porn, like it's just like this. Guy walks in, whatever bullshit scenario they may have or have not happens. She sucks his dick. He starts fucking her immediately. Like you know, there's a whole part you guys are missing.
There you go, Miss Parker.
Thank you.
Like and women they know much more. Rules. Oh yeah, TV Tropes is such a great website. Just overall, the amount of information, especially if you're in like TV, movies, or books, or just any kind of storytelling at all, you can kind of find out like that there's a base for everything. There's a name for everything. There's MacGuffins, or just like everything you can think of that is related to storytelling. It already has a name. It already has, that website has documentation of almost all the examples you could probably want to find. So great resource.
I had a conversation about that recently. We were talking about something about the the standard thing about most stories, and I used the word MacGuffin, and they're like, "What the fuck's a MacGuffin?"
Exactly.
It was like it's a literary term.
You were talking to us.
It's just a random thing that they put that sidetracks the main storyline.
You were talking to me and Kamal about D&D plots.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, and they have Chekhov's gun, something that if you bring it up in the first act, you better damn well use it by the third.
Yep.
Like it has to be used. There's no reason not to.
Well, that's kind of like the rule of
Ivy Rose, great comment.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Dude,
yes.
me and Carnivorous are on the same page all day.
God
dude.
damn it.
Yes.
That's why I like the porn sites that I go to that's by women for women, because it's like not fake. Like it's like it's like if it's faked, it's done well. Like it's
There's a lot of beautiful companies coming up that, like you said, are owned by women, and women are taking over the porn industry in
That's
droves.
Good. It's like the James Deanses and Rocco Siffredi's need to go. They need to go. Yeah. Like there's one site I think it's called I Feel Myself. Have you ever heard of that one? And it's just like women that are doing solo jobs, and like they sometimes they're from like above, so it's like really artful, kind of like so
you get the full body and all that good stuff.
And they can do. They're not having some guy. One of the major, I hate it. I have to stop watching. The moment I see fingernails that are this long or are pointy, I think of how many times did you bleed for the rest of that week? How many that's all I can think of. Sorry. And Black Guy TV's right. Amateur porn is the best because they don't have that. They don't have so much production value going, and it's very like it's almost
like somebody just put the camera up right there on the nightstand, and we're just gonna sit here and film this, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever.
And even
super fun.
And even the people who become like super popular, like Cassiopeia, like she's super popular, but she's still like indie style because it's only her and I think her husband, and I think Heather Deep Throat was one of the first back in the day. Remember Heather I Deep Throat? She was like she started like she's one of the people that started what was it, Friend Finder? They started on Friend Finder, and then they created their own website, and then she just started bringing people in, but it always stayed just her husband, because her husband like had like a 9-inch dick, so he was like perfect for
great shows.
It was all perfect. It all worked out.
Okay, there we go. This is getting into my territory.
Oh shit! Here we go. Are you talking about suspension with ropes?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, I have 2 qualifications in the BDSM world. I'm a daddy dom. I'm also a rigger, which is
he knows how to tie knots, folks.
Yep.
Oh yes, my Boy Scout leader would be proud of me.
And it is artistic. I can pull up some pictures of some really beautiful work.
Oh yeah, there's quite a selection on the internet. I was actually really good with spider webs. And for those of you that don't know what that is, it's literally setting up a web on a frame, setting the person on the web, and then tying them to it. Usually off the ground.
It doesn't involve you having 6 arms, though, does it?
No.
Okay. That's a little too literal.
Okay. Let's see. Images. Those are just the rigs. Oh, I have my safe search on, and I'm terrified if I turn it off. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna get.
Okay, let's see here.
Sargento.
The big one is finding one that doesn't have nudity in it.
Exactly. It's like, Well, this one's a drawing, so we should be okay. It's artistic in nature. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it should be okay.
I found a picture that's like, well, it's not the spider web thing though.
No.
Oh, and she's almost naked.
Exactly. It's hard to find one with like a human person.
But yeah, it's
exactly.
Okay, well.
It's really nice.
Ooh, teardrop hog tie.
That sounds interesting.
Hey, have you ever, Carnivorous, have you ever put people in? You ever seen those videos where they take those metal pipes and they fashion them in a certain way, and then they bind the woman in it, and she's got her legs and her arms like out in the same way, and then they do like the torture that way. Have you do that?
I am actually working on that setup when I get my Sibian next year. Because I had to get a new one because one of my subs broke it.
Yeah, I wanted to have a sex room when I had got around this age. I didn't expect to have grandchildren, but yeah. This is where I am now.
See, that's my issue is I have to I tend to have to build most of my own equipment because it has to be stealth stuff. So like I'll have an ottoman in my room, and you pull the top off and then you start setting everything up, and then
exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it would take too much, and it's like, oh, it sucks.
Well, they're not horrible when you build them. It's just that it's time consuming.
You just got to play the Mission Impossible theme song while you build it.
You got to do Quagmire. You got to pull a Quagmire. I wouldn't want everything to be automated like in Quagmire's house. Push a couple buttons. Yeah, the whole wall flips around. Instant dungeon.
I actually thought about doing that because this right here is the door to my new closet. And what I was thinking about doing was instead putting my closet on the far wall and actually just walling off this entire area and making this like a hidden door.
Ooh. Maybe
that would work.
Kinky.
Yeah. And you could call it the panic room.
You have to sign a contract to go in there. Yeah.
Oh, now see, this is something I've done with rope before. Not that. No, not open link.
Her she shed was actually a mini dungeon room. Shut up.
How long ago did you change your name to Piggy Parker?
I've been Piggy Parker all stream. I'm Piggy Parker now because D-Man said I'm a pig.
I didn't. Wait, you were a horse. You were a horse last week.
There we go.
I'm a pig now and a lichen.
So
and a werewolf.
So artistic role play. Right there is very good.
There you go.
See, I have
super fun.
I have extreme claustrophobia. Yeah. I couldn't be like that. But that's cool as fuck, though, to look at. Like, that looks like it takes a lot of skill and time and trust.
It does. Yes, it definitely does. Matter of fact, my girlfriend here that's fairly vanilla, she still enjoys me putting her hair up like this. Just because it's something that she can wear outside and it'll raise questions, but it doesn't
tell on her.
Yeah, super fun.
Matter of fact, we actually went to a Nerf event a few years ago. I had a coil of paracord. She's like, I just need you to put my hair up for me. I was like, okay. I mean, you realize it's going to take about an hour, but
apparently Black Guy TV is playing video games while watching the stream and doing something with his naughty bits. So
he's smashing his X butt.
I think he's rubbing his balls, folks. I think he's rubbing his balls. Black Guy TV, prove you're not rubbing your balls.
Clap. Make it clap.
But yeah, as for the fake or amateur versus professional porn, I also prefer amateur just because I took part in the scripted shit and it's annoying as hell.
I like a good spoof. Because they're hilarious to me. So
now, one thing I find funny, and I don't watch it for gratification, I watch it just to laugh my ass off, is if you can find porn bloopers.
See,
I've tried so hard. There's only just a few that I've seen. They're fucking hilarious.
They are absolutely funny.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've been involved in some of those. I'm sure.
I thought that I could get away with watching like those accidental oops, wrong hole. I can't because it's just like it's not the same thing. That's not a blooper. That's a horrible thing.
Yeah, it's like no. Yeah, that hurts.
You're
that
crying.
Hurts.
You're crying. This is over.
Yeah, we're done.
I feel so bad. We need to do you want a hug? We're no longer doing that.
No, I saw one of those, and it was they were doing doggy style. Apparently, he slipped out and just slammed right back in.
Oh
and
my
she
God.
jumped up and ran across the room, started and then but when she finally got that split-second recovery, she beat the fuck out of him.
Oh yeah.
And I thought it was absolutely hilarious.
See,
But it was like, you know what? That's what the motherfucker deserved.
That shit hurts like a motherfucker.
I do consider this one video that I saw. It's not really, what's the name of that website? I'll try. eFucked. It was on eFucked.
I keep hearing about that place. Yeah.
If you know, you know. So there's this one they're filming, right, and there's a black woman and a white dude, and he's like, he's talking this shit or whatever, and then he slaps her once. Not even very hard, but he slaps her hard enough that it's not like a playful slap. It's a dominant slap. And she said, hold on. Can we cut for a second? She said, I'm sorry. Don't you ever in your life. Oh, she went black woman on him.
Don't you ever.
She's like, ever in your life put your open hand on my face. And then he was like, oh, I'm sorry. He was like, but I need to make sure that you're right. She's like, I'm right. We can continue. I'm a professional. We can go ahead. And he's like, no, I'm not good. I'm not good. He might have been black now that I think about it. But he was stupid as fuck. He was like, I'm not going to be good until you good. And he was like, I feel in some kind of, I wish I could show it, but they're both.
It was weird. Yeah.
You have to show us in Discord.
Yeah, I'll find it in Discord, but I'll play it in Discord one day.
But I know we are coming up on 2 hours now. I know you said you had a basketball game to go do tonight, right?
Yeah, I do have a basketball game, and it's going to be interesting because 5 of my 9 players are not there. And if you know anything about basketball, it's a 5-person game. So I got 4 players, and I have no idea what's going to happen. We're either going to forfeit because the other team isn't going to let us play 4-on-4, or we're going to get slaughtered because 5-on-4 is an untenable way to play basketball. So
yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Wish us luck.
Good luck, Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
I hope your little guy has fun either way, though.
Yeah, he wants to go. He still wants to go. He wants to play 4-on-5. I'm like, you'll see. By the second half, they're gonna be like, can we not play anymore? But hey.
Yep.
Yes, I hate that. I hate that, Ivy. Oh my God, I hate that.
Oh God, my wife.
That requirement.
But that's how you. But you need to learn how to short stroke, like Carnivorous was saying. If you learn how, like I before I figured it out, there was a lot of oh gods, but now I know what I'm doing, and not to get too graphic, but if you think about the mushroom touching the top, like if you can keep doing that, then you can get a lot of success.
Yes. Why do they do it, Ivy?
Because guys don't think. Guys are usually dumb. And a lot of guys are going to be thinking
jackrabbits.
I'm trying to come as fast as possible. And it's all about them. What does that mean? Midwest Girl Guy drags Sergeant that got bucked is on efuck.com. What does that even mean? You gotta retype that one, black guy.
I think he's typing with his dick.
I just no, I know what he's talking about. So on that site, you can find a video of drag sergeant in the military at a cuck holding where apparently he cries.
Oh shit.
What? Yeah. What?
Yes, and this is the funniest thing in the world to Black Guy TV. He thinks it's hilarious. I have yet to see it.
This is something I need to see now.
He meant cucked.
Yes. So maybe we'll watch that in Discord. Black Guy TV, you might have to send a link and then
Black Guy TV, you've mentioned it. Now you have to send a link.
Mm-hmm. And just for anyone's ears who might be lurking, there are no children in our Discord.
Yes.
No, there aren't. We're all of age. I'm like 39. Fuck off.
Yeah, we're all of age, and the NSFW stuff is behind a secondary thing. So
exactly.
Only people who want to see it can see it.
I just had to make sure we make that fucking disclaimer. These assholes. I'm a sex trafficker, so I got to make sure cover all my bases.
Yeah. I like it when hub strokes are like ballroom dance steps, quick, slow.
I do, when they do the pattern.
The pattern is great.
Yeah. That's why I got to put on. That's why I got to put the music on.
See, I like.
Oh, you're right, Miss Parker. That's when they get the beat.
See, I like 4 shallow 1 deep.
Same.
but not necessarily like on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you're out there doing the fucking, what is that? The Tootsie slide?
If
I got you, I feel you.
That's
Getting
funny.
it.
New comment. That's racist.
That's a racist.
When black guys humiliate white
Yeah,
guys.
I love it when black guys humiliate white
lick
guys.
my shit. Like, lick my dick.
Yes.
A little bit. I'm not gay, but
yeah, is black guy TV racist? Maybe.
I mean,
no,
don't tell fucking G-Man.
I don't know. Maybe. Aren't we all racist?
A little bit.
I think we all are a little bit.
Which really sucks. And I know in America, like definitely, I'm learning more and more about Canada too. Like, god damn it. You know,
and I know as a Quebecer, I'm prejudiced against Ontario people.
Yeah, it's like I can't stand them.
I'm always gonna do that much and then one step over.
You could have been in here defending yourself, but you had to be playing with yourself.
Vanilla. Mr.
Oh,
Vanilla. Yeah. Black Guy TV is like you
Bye,
count
Ivy.
the strokes.
Later,
Ivy. Yeah,
I blame Jesus for many racisms.
I second that. Are we wrapping up carnivorous?
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay, because I got to get dinner going too.
Yeah, that's one thing that I was kind of worried about too. Is I gotta start dinner here in about 15 minutes.
My dinner was ready an hour ago.
Let's do it, folks. Yeah. Suck a dick, save a life.
Well, yeah. See, BGTV though, having a vanilla person in here to be able to verbally ask the questions is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Even like the last stream that I tried doing this on, we had Stitchy in here, unfortunately, and that's who we were using to pose us the questions, and that's hopefully you'd have been a better question asker than that one.
No, by the time he gets next time, if he decides to come, what's going to happen is we're going to end up in a conversation about what if humans did everything that other animals did. Like, what if dogs walked up to other dogs and sniffed each other's buttholes? And that's how we figured out how each other were doing for that day. And we, that's where we're going to end up. We're going to end up in a place like that. He said maybe next time.
Yeah, after he said shot me and fuck the hole.
Yeah.
Hey, Dude Brothers wanting to remind us of his foot fetish again.
Well, feet are fine. Yeah. If you're into feet.
If you like feet, all the power to you. I think they're just used for walking. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do.
I like pretty feet.
On that note, though, I have no issues whatsoever giving my partner a foot massage.
Oh, I can touch a foot.
Because feet are made for walking, and sometimes they get stressed out.
Sure.
Exactly.
So, I just can't include it. I just can't. It just doesn't. It's like, nah. I like looking at them sometimes if they're pretty, but
I'll totally give Master a foot massage. But
yeah, I was watching this one flick, and it was just like it was out of the blue. Dude just started sucking on her toes. I was like
no,
over. It's over.
No, I'm not. No, thank you.
I don't want my toes in anybody's mouth. My first husband he had a toe thing. He liked toes, and he would want to put my feet because I'm pretty flexible. And back then I was really flexible because I did yoga, and he would want to put my feet in his mouth while we had sex. Yeah. And it's just like, no.
There's
because you're like in the pretzel position or whatever. And then, and it was weird because it tickles, and then it feels like there's a fishy on my foot. So it's like, what? It's weird. It's just really weird for me. I don't like it.
Oh, that's a fact, black guy. We already know that. That's some shit everybody in the hood knows.
Oh, I was about to say that's not even.
That's not the secret.
It's a fact, but
that's like me saying I like titties.
Exactly. I mean,
everybody knows.
Who don't like a titty?
No,
titties are great.
I like big titties.
Hey, honestly though, I have talked to gay guys that still like titties.
Exactly. So. That's what I'm saying. Who doesn't like
all of my gay friends love titties.
That's true. As a matter of fact, I do know a lot of gay people who love playing with titties.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
And it's not even a sex thing. It's just they're perfectly round. Yeah. They hang a little bit.
They come in all shapes and sizes, all colors. They're great.
But for some reason,
you can't.
Nobody likes dicks.
Dicks are weird looking. Every dick you've ever seen is weird looking when you really look at it. That's why I'm promoting cock cosplay. Carnivorous Ape said that if he can get to 1,000 subs, does he have 1,000 subs yet?
No.
Awesome. So here's the pledge. He said backstage before we started, if he gets to 1,000 subs, he will do cock cosplay, which is where he will dress his penis up as his favorite superhero. And then we will make a book of it, because then Yato will do it, and Midwest and Black Guy TV. It's going to be amazing. We're going to do a whole calendar, folks. I'm really excited about this goal. So just make sure you share the channel out. Thanks for watching. Hurry up in the stream, Abe.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, so yeah. Not much of a preamble this time. I enjoyed having the discussion with you guys. I'm really hoping to do it again. I'm hoping to at least every other month or so have a stream like this.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll catch you guys in Discord later. I've got to go get dinner started, so I will. I'm just gonna go ahead and say later.
Guys.
See you guys. Bye.